Well, ladies and gentlemen, our first fight on the card here at XFC28, as proudly presented by Walkabout Services, is a light heavyweight amateur title. I beg your pardon, it is an amateur lightweight heavy bout, not a title fight. It is a bout. It is coming our way right now, and of course both fighters are no stranger to this XFC cage. Introducing first, fighting to my left out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 90.8 kilograms. He fights out of Rock Hard Gym Toowoomba, Queensland. His amateur record is 0 wins with just the 1 loss. Please make him welcome, Jake the Heart Harwood. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 94.3 kilograms. He fights out of 100% Devine, Brisbane, Queensland. His amateur record is 2 wins with 1 loss. Please make him welcome, Matty the Sloth Jones. This fight is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds, and our referee in charge is Mr. Phil Cassidy.
All right, fight number 1, brought to you by Walkabout Services, Jake Harwood versus Matthew Jones.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I believe 1 point being taken from Matt the Sloth Jones due to being heavy at the weigh-ins last night. So 1 point deduction before we get underway with round 1.
There we have it, Ben. Both boys looking to make a statement tonight, coming off a loss.
Yeah, mate. Both boys coming off losses in their last XFC debut. Matty, that was his first loss. With Jake, that was his debut. Both guys looking to make amends of that. Both guys thought they could do better, and what more can they do than jump in the ring and fight each other?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's matched up well from that point of view. I mean, the boys here straight to the grapple, not playing around. With Jake having that stand-up background, you think he'd try and separate and outstrike the grappler, but it seems nice to have that against the cage here.
Yeah, 100%, mate. And Matthew just turns it around there and starts to get a little bit of a dominant position. Looks to go down for the double leg. Didn't quite pull it off.
Jake's not looking too bad. I mean, he's just got turned there, but he's looking for that dirty boxing and I guess closing the distance. But we'll see what happens when it goes to ground.
Yeah, it definitely looks like both guys feel more comfortable to take it to the ground in the early stages anyway. They're not looking to keep any sort of distance and throw at this point. Both guys just looking to pressure, maybe look to get the double leg takedown. Both guys using their knees quite effectively off that cage as well.
Yeah, a couple of good knees there from both lads actually, driving them in. It'll be interesting to see if they can keep up this pace. And kind of a couple of big boys leaning on each other, but the old 3-minute rounds, they definitely help you out.
110% there. Harwood landing some big knees there.
Jostling for position. Both boys looking pretty good.
Yeah, you've got Jones there just controlling the underhook. So he definitely was able to just put a bit of a turn there. He's still got the underhook. So he will look to turn at some point. There it is there.
And a nice knee there on the turn. The boys are throwing some good dirty boxing there too.
Both boys just starting to let it go now.
Some heavy shots.
Stylistically, both these guys seem very equal. It's a very good match so far.
Yeah, I mean, you got Matt, he says he's got that blue belt in jiu-jitsu and the jiu-jitsu background, but he's certainly happy to throw some strikes down there.
10 seconds remaining. And that will bring a close to round one here in our first gun this evening between the Sloth, Matthew Jones, and the Hard Jake Harwood. Big thanks to our friends at Walkabout Services, to Mick and Sharon Lear at Table 2 here this evening. Also, big thanks to all of them for their support. Walkabout Services are the people to talk to if you need specialised transport and installation solutions with their modern fleet of crane trucks, semis, semi-crane trucks, and all the various types of cranes and rigging. They're based in Logan Home, but Walkabout Services covers all of southeast Queensland and even interstate. So give Mick and his team a call or go to www.walkaboutservices.com. We are just seconds down from heading to round two.
All right, about to start round two. Round one was very close. Both boys just looking more for the position. Jake starts out really strong now. Goes back to that position on the cage, but both guys looking to use that dirty boxing really effectively.
Yeah, look, both boys look pretty happy at the start of that round. Give each other a smile. Definitely enjoying themselves in there, that's for sure. It's a good pace for them to hold, testing each other out.
They look like they're having fun. Maybe they should be paying Matt.
That'd be nice. Some good takedown defence there.
Yeah, both guys very hard to take down off the cage. And you've got Matt, who's the blue belt there, so you know he should be quite technically savvy. You can see him trying to control that underhook there, and Jake's just looking to go down low.
Yeah, look, reaching down there with that right hand. You know, he needs the underhook with the left one to be able to get that lifting takedown that he's looking for. But you know, he's staying there, he's staying in control.
Jones working the body. Some big shots now by Jones.
Some heavy shots there. He's taking them.
And Harwood just smiles. Both guys smiling at this point.
Are they talking to each other in the middle of that? I think they were.
They're having a lot of fun, aren't they? And down goes Jones. There's more a trip. Harwood capitalises, just staying heavy on top.
Be interesting to see what Harwood does here if Matt manages to get to the top with that.
He's giving him a little bit too much room, and Jones is able to stand. Looks for a big knee.
He's going for that snap down front headlock, trying to bring him back to the ground there by the looks of it.
Either that or he's lowering for a knee, or maybe he should just let go and start to let those hands do the talking.
It's an exciting way to open the night here at XFC28.
And it's a decent sized crowd too, Damo.
Yeah, certainly packing this place out. A lot more people turning up. Still a little bit of room up the back. I'm sure it'll be filled up in the next couple of fights.
They always put on a good show. Both guys back to the cage, applying the pressure.
The boys are starting to slow down a little at the end of the second round here.
Like you said, it's quite exerting just carrying that body weight on the cage, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're certainly...
And that brings a close to round two. We are going to the third and final round here in Fight 1 this evening at XFC28. Huge thanks to Earl and his team at Fighters Worldwide Clothing. Earl and the team sponsor the Road to Pancras Tournament Fighters Worldwide Clothing, and they are Australia's fight sport apparel company #1. Of course, proud sponsors of XFC and UFC fighters Kyle Nope, Ben 10 Eugen, and ONE FC superstar Adrian Pang. Jake Harwood looking for his first win. Matty Jones looking to pick up his third win. Here we go, round 3.
Round number 3, and it all comes down to this.
a close fight. It'll definitely come down to this third round, I'd say.
It would be a tough one for the judges because it has been that 50-50 struggle from both guys. That second round, Jake did control a little bit of top position for a little while, so that may have scored. Both guys very aggressive still, though.
Yeah, I'd like to see a little bit more position from either one of them, and definitely throw a few more strikes on the inside, cause a little bit more damage in this round, make a bit of a statement for the judges.
At this point of the fight, it's either theirs to win or lose. Jones landing a big knee of his own.
Jake's not having too much trouble turning this grapple back around. Each time he gets spun, he turns it back around pretty quick. Landing some good strikes on the inside there.
And Jones with some big leather. Oh, both guys. Jones's hands are very low right now.
That was a lovely slip the jab there and pop the right over.
Jones calling Jake forward. And some big knees.
Boys are certainly leaving it out there, that's for sure. Yeah, maybe trying to set up a guillotine here. We'll see what happens. He's got his head back out now.
Both guys have to leave it all in the cage tonight.
They're definitely throwing the exchanges out there when they separate, but seem to be happy to clinch and try and grind out a win here, the boys.
And that might not be the best idea when we go to the judges' scorecard. So both guys really have to look to impress now. We come into the final 40 seconds. Harwood controlling that cage at this point.
I'd love to see him throw some strikes in there now and really...
Come on, folks, make some noise for these two fighters inside the last 30 seconds.
Really make that last 30 seconds count.
Big knee by Jones. And here he comes, hands are very low, but he's letting the leather fly.
Seconds remaining.
Both guys not wanting to take a backward step.
And that is the end of
And it goes to the judges.
XFC28, we're going to the judges.
Great fight there by the boys to open the show tonight.
Really, really evenly matched. Even both their styles seem to match up really well. Both guys absolutely tough as nails. And we have the judges' decision.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a way to kick off fight number one here at XFC28. How about a big round of applause for our two fighters? Well, the boys have left it in the hands of the judges. Judge 1 has scored this bout 28-28. Judge 2 has scored this bout 29-27 in a majority draw. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, they will...
Whoa, the judges could not split that one. The sloth and the heart, a draw.
I'm sure both fighters...
So, ladies and gentlemen, once again,